In this video, I'm going to show you how to complete the Fort of the Damned in under 10 minutes. Yes, you have been doing it all wrong. And yes, I will show you the way.
I'm really focused.
Me too.
Yep, good.
Oh.
Alright.
Hang on.
Nice. Raise him.
He's finished! He's dead! So unlike other world events in this game, the Fort of the Damned has to be activated by the players themselves. Once a player activates the Fort of the Damned, a white skull with red eyes will show up in the sky for all other players in the server to see. If you're a new player, you're going to get a ton of value out of this video, but also if you're a seasoned player, you might learn some things you never knew about executing this event really quickly. If you're not good at PvP, it is important that you do this event as quick as you can to minimize the time that skull is flashing in front of every other player in the server. And I can also tell you that really good players, when they see this, are 100% going to try and tuck on you or try and sink you while doing this event. This is one of those events that gets players very hyped when they see it in the sky. You need a few things to start the Fort of the Damned. First, you need a ritual skull. The single best way to get ritual skulls is a skull stash voyage that you can pick up from Lorena, who is outside of the taverns at any outpost. The voyage costs 40 doubloons, and I know you have a lot of doubloons. I mean, what are you really spending these doubloons on? Once you vote for the voyage, you will get a X marks the spot map, which will be for somewhere on the outpost. Once you find that spot and you dig it up, pat yourself on the back because you now have the first item required for the Fort of the Damned, and that is your ritual skull. Okay, if you're new to the Fort of the Damned, this part might seem a little overwhelming, but I promise that given time this will be really simple. But what you have to do right now is you have to get 6 different colored lanterns. Now the way you get these colors is by getting it from the Fairy of the Dam and by dying 6 different ways. On the screen now is the 6 different lantern colors and the variety of different ways to obtain each color. Right now I'm going to show you the quickest ways to get each colored lantern so you can get to the Fort of the Damned in the quickest time possible. To get the red light, set yourself on fire with fire bombs. To get the purple light, travel to Snake Island and die by a snake. To get the green light, travel to a sea fort and die by a phantom. To get the blue light, jump in the ocean near a shipwreck or barrels with loot. Sharks are more likely to spawn next to those. To get the white light, sail into the storm, hold your sword out, go to the crow's nest. For the pink light, you need to die by an enemy player. Now it's time to do this little technique so you can finish the boss at the end of this fort in one shot. So what you're going to need to do is collect up a lot of gunpowder barrels. So what I do is I go to the Fort of the Damned that has a lot of barrels already on their island. I stack them up all into one spot and then I leave. I visit 2 forts that are near the Fort of the Damned and I collect those gunpowder barrels and I put them on my ship. Yes, I know it's risky, but it's high reward. By the time I get back to the Fort of the Damned, the gunpowder barrels on their island have already reset, so I gather them all up and I place them in a very specific spot, which you can see right now. Alright, now we've got all the preparation out of the way, now it's time to move on to the execution. You're going to take up your 6 flames, place them into the statues that are on the island, and bring the ritual skull and place it on the skeleton corpse in the cage. Once you've done all this, you are now ready to do the Fort of the Damned. Okay, so here's how you do the fort in under 10 minutes. You're going to need at least one other person, preferably 2. What you and your friends are going to do is each time a wave begins, you're going to get the corresponding light in your lantern, and you are literally going to get your sword out and you're all going to sword lord the one skeleton. Once you've done it, you're going to move on to the next skeleton and then you're going to move on to the next. I promise this is a strat that is insanely quick at doing the Fort of the Damned. Always kill the same skeleton and don't move too far from each other. Once you have done all the waves, you're going to get the boss, which is who I like to call Daddy Morrow. Daddy Morrow is going to come out. You're going to lead him down to where you have placed all your gunpowder barrels. In one shot, this boss is going to be dead. Congratulations! You have completed the Fort of the Damned, most likely under 10 minutes, and now you get to reap the spoils of the Fort of the Damned. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got some value out of it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.